Happy July, and special thanks to our sponsor of these weathercasts, All Energy Solar. We finished June the second hottest easily on record. 76.8 was the average temperature for the month, closer to the number one spot, 1931, than we were to the former number two spot. We smashed 1988, believe it or not, and that was a hot year. Of course, we had a dozen 90s. 3 is the average for the month of June, and it was very dry. You can see rainfall deficits are the norm across most of the state. Many places in red here. 3 inches plus is what we would need to make up rainfall just for the month of June. It was also a very sunny month. This is from the State Climatology Office 2021. Yeah, beating almost 1988 in terms of solar insolation. So it was the second sunniest month of June since we've kept track of those records. And if you were hoping for a cooler July, sorry. These are model simulations for July average temperatures, and every single one of them is above average for the month of July for Minnesota and really much of the West as well. Boston hit 100 degrees yesterday, so there have been kind of 2 heat waves. The major crazy one was on the West, but it's been hot in the Northeast too. Well, we've been seeing pretty normal temperatures or slightly above. And interesting to note, we are 2.5 times more likely to hit 100 than Boston and 5 times more likely to hit 100 than Seattle. So we're kind of surrounded by 100s so far this summer. Got to make you wonder if we're going to be due for 100 or 2 or who knows for the month of July. And some of the models are hinting that we could be looking at that kind of extreme heat, triple digits here at some point in the coming weeks. So we'll see if that happens. But another place that hit 100 yesterday, Fort Smith in the Northwest Territories. Yeah, far northern Canada. This is the hottest it's been north of 60 degrees latitude. So not quite the Arctic, but just south of it, really. There's that spot. That's where Fort Smith is. So 103 degrees there yesterday. All part of that same heat dome as it's moving north and east, spreading out from the Pacific Northwest. So the first blast of heat is over us this weekend. That's going to give us the string of 90s. We're not talking about the length of heat wave that we had in early June, but it is going to be hot. And then another blast of heat coming mid-month. And notice how it kind of rebuilds in the west and pushes our direction. We'll be talking more about how these heat domes or heat waves form, but take note of that. So this is the American model. This is just one run, but it has occasionally had us in the triple digits. This particular run yesterday evening had us hitting 104 times here in the middle of July. Maybe not quite that extreme, but who knows? You know, a lot of the forecasters in the Pacific Northwest said they didn't believe the computer model data because it was so insanely hot. We have had some smoke in the skies that's been moving up and over the heat dome. That's why we're seeing the smoke coming in from Canada, mid and low level winds all coming from the north. But it's going to be a hot air mass coming from the north because of that heat dome kind of collapsing on us. So we have several areas of smoke. This is one further north into Canada, and then the one that came in from Western Ontario yesterday, pushing out of those fires that had popped up just in the last couple days. And it is reducing air quality, actually. Green is what you'd expect. That's good, but we are seeing yellow dots across the metro and much of Minnesota. That's moderate air quality, so it's not bad, but it's definitely lowered as some of that smoke has moved in here. We are going to be talking about some thunderstorms later in the holiday weekend coming in from the northwest, so northwestern Minnesota, I think late Sunday, and then we'll see redevelopment late Monday to the southeast of us here. But the models are not in total agreement on the timing of that. This is looking at precip here as we head into the evening hours, so specifically 7 to 10 p.m. on the 4th of July. So fireworks time or just before. A couple models do bring in some thunder by then, but a couple keep us dry. So it could go either way at this point, but I think it'll mainly be an overnight chance of thunderstorms Sunday night. And then again, it looks like the redevelopment Monday will be to the southeast. And those will be hit and miss. So mainly we're going to continue this dry stretch, and after a string of 90s and sunshine, you can bet the ground will get even drier and we'll need even more rain.